Well, Candace, congratulations on winning the Strategic Partnership Award at Horizon 2013. So we're very pleased to have you here. Just want to interview you for a couple of minutes, just to ask a couple of questions and just find out a little bit more about your experience with Zycus and what the tools have meant to you and to your organization and what's enabled you to win this award.
All right, great.
So first of all, why don't you just tell us a little bit about what you do, your role within the organization, and kind of what you're doing with the Zycus tools.
Sure. So my current role at Rockwell is as a project manager, and within our procurement organization, so we support them in any of the tools, business process improvements that may be needed for sourcing and procurement. And so my key role with Zycus has been as the implementation project manager for both e-sourcing and for contract management.
Okay. So what was the problem that you guys were trying to solve with sourcing and contract management?
Sure. You know, I think there's a couple of key problems we were trying to solve. One on the sourcing side was just being able to have consistency with how we were going to do all of our quoting activities. So there were templates that we had in place, but you know, each sourcing manager kind of had their own little flair that they were using. And then also, as we have people move throughout the organization, as one person would leave a commodity and go to another, being able to transfer that knowledge easily and being able to say, well, this is the RFQ we used last year, how can we use this going forward? So the data retention is a big piece for both contracts and for sourcing as well.
So why did you select Zycus, and what were we able to do for you?
You know, we are an SAP house, and I think a lot of the things that go with that, and I think ERP systems in general, the business development cycle is one that's much longer. So, you know, you're talking, you know, a year to a year and a half at a minimum for a lot of their business cycle. And so for us, being able to work with Zycus that had a very short development cycle and was moving forward with technology very quickly was one of the big reasons. Another was ease of use and wanting us to be able to have, you know, if a buyer is not in there very often, it's one where they can kind of figure out where they need to go pretty quickly and not be a super user to be able to figure out where to go. And then I think the other piece would probably be we were looking for sourcing events that were a larger scale, and Zycus had the ability to meet that need as well.
Share a little bit about your experience with Zycus, the company, the support you've received from within the organization throughout the entire implementation process.
So especially I think as the project manager of the implementation, for me, the customer service is something that was really important. So that's one thing that not only myself, but those within the sourcing organization have said many times that the customer service that Zycus has provided has been, I would say, higher than what they're used to. So for me, that was a big piece and a reason that I would recommend Zycus going forward is, you know, the constant communication. If something does happen, it's addressed very quickly. And then, you know, I had a regular weekly cycle during my actual implementation for both tools.
Outstanding. Well, congratulations again on your award. Thank you so much for coming to Horizon 2013. We look forward to seeing you next year.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
Not a problem. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.